Hey there, everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Yoshi-Walker Eats. We're at Subway right now, and we have two 6-inch subs. We don't know which is which, so it's going to be a mystery unrevealed. But I figure, this is the first sub place we have on our list, and we're going to see how it is.
Alright.
Anything to say, Yoshi?
Yeah, I'd like to say this is the 9th episode on our channel, and to be honest, this is only our first time trying a food that is not like a burger or something. It's a sandwich, but as a master of himself, Kyle, who makes sandwiches, I think he should probably know about what is it?
We call ourselves sandwich artists.
Yeah, sandwich artists. So as I was just mentioning about the surprise for next month, before we start, there is, like I said, we are going to do a surprise food review. But I know it's kind of like a mix-up, like it's kind of a mix-up of it. It's like, I don't know why we're doing it, but just the saying that I want to do this as a surprise because it will be between on October 27, 28, and 29, so we're going to try that out, just for mentioning, but more to come on that. But anyways, we're focusing back on the review for today, and
you will be hearing random beeps and noises in the background, by the way. It was beeping for about 5 minutes, so apologies for any inconveniences like that, but at least there's no copyright music.
Yeah, at least. They could probably turn it off, though. But anyways, yeah, we have some Subway here, like these kind of sandwiches. So
we don't know which is which because they weren't marked.
Like I said, these are all mysteries, so we can just take a look at it before we unreveal it. I know this is the one with
But Yoshi got the chicken teriyaki, not the crunch, and I just got the turkey.
Yeah. So unfortunately, this one here is a favorite place that I go to a lot. I'm just gonna say a little bit about the history before we start eating. So usually Subway was actually not my first sandwich place that I grew up with, but Subway is basically a place that I like to go often. There are other places like Mr. Sub, Jersey Mike's, and other places that
Firehouse.
Firehouse. I haven't really tried all of them, but the only places I've tried is this one and Mr. Sub. The one we're gonna go to very soon, like Firehouse and Jersey Mike's. We're gonna compare those next time, but yeah, it's my story about this place. It's just kind of in a close area for me. When I first kind of didn't really like to eat much. Well, I tend to actually not go to McDonald's a lot, and my second choice would be to go to Subway because more closer to what I really like to go. And that's basically more why I like to choose this area more. So,
and we have a huge list, so...
Yeah, we have a huge list. So let's review these because, like I said, we're both going to rate it 1 up to 10, but we don't actually know what these are. So come to think of it, this is going to be a mystery review. So let me see.
It's almost like a baby gender reveal, isn't it?
Not really.
There's no blue and pink
Alright.
spray smoke.
No, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. In a channel like this, we are not going to do that. But let's take a look. So this one has olives in it.
So that's probably mine.
Multi-grain bread.
That's mine, definitely. So
This one is, of course, the turkey breast.
So I might as well show it to you since it's been unraveled.
We might as well, we're going to reverse order because why not?
Exactly, right?
We
So
might as well just reverse the order.
pretty much got the works on this. So I get a better angle here. It's just a turkey sub with pretty much hot peppers, onions, tomatoes, lettuce, and everything in between. Chipotle Southwest sauce. And should I try mine first? Or?
Yeah, because it's reversed, because we already opened it.
That makes sense. There's even spinach on here.
Yeah, there's no point to just open the next one because, I mean, we already opened one of them, so
that's fair.
We may as well have to open the second one later on.
Alright, so...
there's some paper stuck into it, though. I just need to get that out first before we start. Okay.
Yep.
Here, I'm just gonna...
Keep in mind, like, I gave the works on here, so that will definitely impact the flavor and my overall review as things are falling out, but...
Falling out from the sandwich won't count towards deducting your score, okay? Because we're not going to count that.
But I'm going to take a bite right now, and I'm going to... Well, I have a 2-bite rule, so one to kind of take it in and one for final judgment. So here we go. I'm going to have some napkins ready.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm. final bite. Once again, kind of like KFC, I'm a little bit impressed. It's really, the bread is fresh, the ingredients are pretty fresh. I loaded so much on there I can barely taste the turkey, but that's my own decision. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty lean, flavorful sandwich, and the sauce really packs a punch. Took a little while to get, but overall, for what I paid for $6, I know the $5 footlongs are gone. I'm sorry, rest in peace. But you know, we're paying $6 for a 6-inch, but I would give this, honestly, for Subway, I'd say a 7.5. I don't think it was really consistent. Sorry about that random noise. And
we have to encounter that a few times on the video, but
exactly,
nothing we
yeah.
can do about it.
I think it was really good. Overall, everything just kind of holds together, and you know, in this economy, it's not that bad of a deal considering prices are skyrocketing anywhere you go anyways. And yeah, I honestly, yeah, 7.5 is pretty fair to say about this. And that's about it.
Okay. So then the other mystery here, of course, this is the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Of course, now we don't have to see it because I mean we already revealed it. I'm just gonna. I just like to make an effect on that one. So.
A slow unwrapping.
Make the dramatic music.
You don't want to rip the wax paper.
Yeah, that's why I was saying if you like rip it too fast, and then that's gonna happen.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. The sauce doesn't trip on my phone, but like I said, I make the mistakes from episode 4. I just had Mario's. Hopefully this time I won't do that anymore. Ooh, that's kind of messy. Ouch.
It's kind of like dissolved into the sandwich.
Yeah, this is gonna take a little
Show them.
time here. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh gosh. Okay, this is not gonna be easy.
I'll try to tilt it and hold it.
Okay. Okay, this is not gonna be easy, folks. I think. Hang on, that paper is kind of blocking.
You can see all the sauce on the paper there. Like it looked like it literally dissolved into the sandwich, which is pretty much what it did.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I'm sure it should still be fine.
There we go. There we go. Now we can take a try. Oh gosh, I need to tap them down. Okay, let me think how to do this. Let's do something that we're not really gonna do much, but
What kind of sauce did you get? Oh, that's just the teriyaki
sweet
sauce.
onion. No, sweet onion and barbecue bouillon burger.
Oh, okay, right.
Hang on.
So yeah.
First of all, bonus
You just look at that.
sauce taste. I'm gonna do a little bit of a bonus coverage for this one because I mean, like, we gotta do the sauce first because it's spilling all over it. Yeah, I'll reveal the score at the end for the sauce. I'm not gonna say it right now, but I'm supposed to like
What about a score for the sauce with the cucumber?
that doesn't count, folks. That just doesn't count. If I had to say, it would have been 7, but that doesn't count towards the overall total anyway, so it won't count.
Right.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna do this off camera because
That's why napkins are necessary.
yeah, I don't want viewers to know that I'm like, you know, but
Everybody does it.
yeah. All right, let's try it. All the breadcrumbs there.
And you just got the plain white bread, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Use these if you. That's why they're there.
I know, I probably. I should probably. Let's try this again. Take 2, folks. That didn't work.
2-bite rule. That's a good one.
Not 2 bite, but I kind of got sauce all over my hands, so I got redo. It's not a 2-bite rule though. It's a redo because I had sauce all over my finger, and I gotta redo this again because we want a perfect take without anything dripping all over my hand.
Fair.
Usually take about 45 seconds to think about what I'm going to say, but okay. This overall good. This overall sandwich, bread. I usually use it maybe when you go like to places to buy bread. It's good bread. If I chose flatbread, that would be a different story.
That's not really a sub, is it?
No, but they have different choices. So before I really say the content, I'm gonna say differently about what it could be before I explain my thing. Had I gone with either what Kyle decided for the multigrain, would have been okay. A flatbread would not be good because when you actually fold the sandwich together, sometimes it's hard to actually use it. And the first time I came here, I ordered a flatbread with all the toppings on it, and then this problem is the whole sandwich kind of falls off. So I decided to win with the Italian as always because this is how normally a sandwich would usually be. But if you go for a flatbread, and don't get me wrong, flatbreads are okay, but for me, I'm not an expert with flatbread.
I think that's more of like a side thing. I think flatbread.
I don't know why they had that though. They even have the tortilla here, and that's
They're trying to expand their variety, I guess. That's about it.
But anyways, let's get back to this one. Overall, chicken. They use sweet onion chicken teriyaki. The name is called sweet onion, so that's why I had to add the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sauce because it doesn't make it perfect without it. So, of course.
How would you rate the sauce though to begin with?
I did say that's at the end of it, but
Okay, at the end, right? Fair enough.
So I put a little bit of lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions. Those are always my four big choices. Pickles are kind of a bit of like a meh choice because
You got pickles as well as cucumbers?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But the thing is, before I chose olives, but because they're telling me olives are pretty much a topping, and I don't know why I don't really like olives anymore. I prefer olives as like a topping for a pizza, not for a sandwich. So
That makes sense.
That's the thing. Typically, olives are good. Don't judge me on that. Everybody may likes olives, so as a person, not really much an olive fan, but I don't dislike them. I just
Let's bring out the olives. Did you see that Mari clip? Sorry.
I just kind of really don't prefer them on my sandwich. I'm not going to judge it on anybody else's, but on my own, I just don't like olives, so not too much about it. Okay, the sauce, like this is what Kyle wants me to rate, but before that, the barbecue sauce, texture, more better.
Which is a mixture with teriyaki.
And the sweet onion chicken teriyaki, of course, it's called sweet onion. You can't just not add that. So that's always you got to do it. One particular thing that I also missed out is if I did put ranch, that would be next level. Ranch would actually make the sandwich a little bit more better, but for me to actually decide to go with sweet onion chicken teriyaki,
You can also get lost though, like in the flavor if you put too much on,
yeah,
right?
you put too much, like that's
Yeah.
right. And the reason why a lot of people like lettuce is that I'm more of a healthy guy, but all the toppings are good. But if they were if they added more toppings onto like a normal sandwich, I think variety is like on a normal Subway sandwich, it's gonna get more better than usual because to me, I think like the sandwich is okay, but and also they also added cheese. That's the next thing.
What kind of cheese did you get?
I think it's just regular cheddar cheese.
I think
it's a cheddar or mozzarella.
they had like Monterey Jack, cheddar, and mozzarella.
I think it could be mozzarella. I'm not too sure. But I went with that one, just regular cheese. And when they actually baked the bread, because the sandwich, that was actually, the texture on the back on the bread, it kind of got a little crunchy, but if you were to order a foot long, that's next door. Because I eventually noticed if you order a foot long, sometimes the bread can get super crunchy. And sometimes you may get lucky, you may get the bread a little bit more softener after the baking time. So for me, I didn't really get the best baking time to an Italian sandwich, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain because that's how it's supposed to be. So that won't cost any points on that because, well, let's just say if this entire sandwich was way too crunchy, that would cost me a lot. But like the overall score would cost me a lot. But overall, if I had to rate this, and Kyle wants me to rate this the sauce first, but
No, you can just say that for last. That's what you said.
okay. We're gonna go with, because I gotta split this into 4 different categories, so this is gonna take a little bit of time to decide. First of all, the bread texture, it's all right, so that will be a 7. The meat and the cheese, that's also 1. So if we went with like maybe like a pizza sub, like the pepperoni, or even like a ham, turkey, something like this, that could be different. But if I went with chicken, and that would be an 8. With the cheese, 0.25, because it didn't really ruin that. So it's 8.25 overall. But had this been maybe a different style of cheese, I would have gone with 9. But 8.25 isn't that bad. Veggies. It depends on what type of veggie I would get. So like cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuce, onions, and pickles. Overall, if I added the olives in it, overall it could have been a 6. But you know what? Overall, I'll say an 8 for the veggies. If I tried the olives together, it would have been a 6 or 7. But you know what? I'm not going to complain about it. And lastly, Kyle mentioned the sauce. Sauce overall. The sweet onion chicken teriyaki and the bourbon barbecue sauce, at least it didn't have like a spicy texture. And of course, I'm trying to level up the spice a little bit.
These
So,
are 2 sauces sort of combined, though, right?
you know, if I actually picked 3 or 4, that would have been a different story. But sauce overall, 8.5, because it's not like a little worse. So I think it would have been okay. And so overall, that sandwich, I'm gonna rate it as a 7.7 out of 10. Almost close to 8, is because if I had to choose on the bread itself, and if it went with flat bread, the main problem with it is when you're holding on. Oh my gosh, I can't really stand these. Okay, let's continue. When you hold, I'm just gonna ignore the background of that. When you hold the flat bread over, and when it does that, and you can't really hold this very much, and to be honest, it will be fine. Like, I'm not like into much of a different type of style of bread. So come to think of it, for all the people who like flat bread at Subway, you know what, just for you guys who like it, it's always an idea for you guys to try something new. But with an Italian favorite guy, I always gotta choose what bread I kind of like. So anyways, so I'll finish that in a little bit, and then we can't go wrong with trying 2 more things I added, which is the chips. I could have gone with the cookies, but as always, the chips are always the best at Subway, and I gotta go with that. Next time I'll probably, if we're gonna do like another, like something like a repeat of style, we're gonna try their cookies, hopefully. It could be for maybe in December, we're gonna try something new. And I'll say this at the end of the video before we end, so, but first let's do this. So, open. To be honest, it wouldn't go wrong for me to open it now rather than, I usually open them at the end of when I finish the sandwich, but because of a food review, you gotta do it now. Classic potato chips.
People put the chips on their sandwiches.
You could, but I wouldn't do that though.
That'd be a whole nother rating altogether.
Yeah, if you put the chip inside like the sandwich, the very like you're gonna get a crunchy style, of course, but I think it's gonna like be its bad taste. I wouldn't consider putting chips in my sandwich, but you know, for all style, like Kyle wants to, it's up to him if he wants to. But for me, I'll just like the cheese.
I might do one with a chip.
Alright,
I might take one chip and just
let's try.
try it.
Okay, so we'll have a bonus coverage, I guess. We're gonna do something at the end. Natural. I guess the potato chips itself, everybody loves classic, and I'm not a classic guy. To be honest, when they actually got this 40 grams, if this was 66, I think that would have been better, because the bigger it is,
They downsized it, eh?
well, this usually was either 40 or 28. I think 28 is just like for maybe smaller guys.
Those look the Halloween little baby ones.
Yeah, those ones. 28, and then there's like all the baby ones, so not too bad. Chips okay. Not too salty, so that's good. If you put too much salt on chips, it may not be great. So,
Sodium content 200 mg's per 40 grams.
oh, I wouldn't take that as a risk though. But anyways, that would be a solid 8 on that one. It's kind of, The thing is, it looks like a baked potato when you see that. When you see that right there, it's like a baked potato, but it's not. It's just a regular potato. It's not baked. If it was
We
baked,
have actual baked chips here.
I don't like baked chips. I tried them before in high school, and
Yeah.
it didn't stand so well. So I wouldn't try that. But and finally, we got our drink. But this time, let's do it without the straw for now, because I'll do the straw maybe later. So I'm gonna try and do it while opening the lid. And
Another Pepsi?
Yeah, it's always Pepsi. They always have that often. I don't think they have Coke. I think they'd had it before, but I think they didn't.
Pepsi has the most sponsorships.
For most places, except
Yeah.
for McDonald's, Wendy's, and so remember, Dairy Queen is also Pepsi, so I know that. That's not
Right.
Coke. I think we can try it. Oops. I gotta be careful. I don't want to over trip this.
You're good, you're good.
Yeah. I guess let's close this. Alright. So Pepsi, next level. As like normally I had the on the last episode that's the same thing as KFC, but it's the same score as the KFC video. I'm not gonna change that. I think
Same fountain drink, right?
yeah, it's the same fountain drink. So whatever fountain drink I try, it's just gonna be the same score. It's no changes on this one. So what I'll have to rewatch the KFC video and see what I gave for the score. It will be the same thing. But overall meal, it was a 7 and 7, 8, and KFC score. I think it's an 8. I'll just say 8. I don't know. I'll have to check. So
On average, you give that like
7.8 to 7.9, I guess.
So you give that an 8, 7.8 to 7.9. That a 7.7.
No, I think this wasn't 7.8. This was, I think the KFC one I gave an 8. I'm not too
But
sure.
it's not about the KFC. It's about what you're tasting now.
No. I mean, like, but this is just the same thing. The Pepsi doesn't really changes anything, though.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just basically the same score as I gave for the KFC one. So it wouldn't
Yeah.
matter, right? And that's it for mine. But hang on a second, folks. We're not ending the video just yet because it appears that Kyle added something onto his sandwich he
I
wants to
did.
try first before we end off. He added some chips.
I added some chips, and I figured, it's a nice little step up. So, again, I'll give the 2-bite rule. I have a bunch of items falling in my sandwich. But
What was your score earlier before you gave?
7.5.
So let's see. Well, adding the chips, did his score improve or not?
All right, I'm only
I
gonna
was
find
gonna
out.
say I was gonna do the same thing, but
Do you think I'm gonna bring my grade down or up?
we'll see after you take your 2-bite rule, and then
All right.
maybe we'll see. Will it change?
Maybe those 3 bites, but
Okay, 3 bites is fine.
overall, I think it's good. I don't think it really helped it, but I don't mind it. I would bring that up maybe 2 points, but not by much. Not so much where it make an impact. I think you have that crunchy thing. So if you want crunchiness, maybe I'd raise it to even an 8. But not too much where it makes the sandwich drastically better. Overall, I was impressed enough with the score, and I honestly, I just wanted to try it. You try everything once. It's an experimental thing, but it's okay. It's okay, but I see Yoshi just did something, so we haven't.
I guess I'm gonna try it as well because I mean, what if this kind of worked? It's a brand new thing, so we've never tried it before. Maybe we might actually go to like Mr. Sell, we'll buy a chip bag, and then we'll do the same thing, and then like to Firehouse Love or even Jersey Mike, we'll do the same thing. I guess just for an experience to see what the idea looks like.
Before your bite, I'll give this an overall with the chips a 7.8. So like a 0.3, and you gave that like 7.7. So let's see how it is now.
Okay. That doesn't count. That was just the chicken. All right. I taste nothing.
You don't even notice the difference, the crunchiness, nothing.
No, it was just a soft crunch. It was like,
Yeah, doesn't make much of a difference, does it? That's what I was noticing. I thought it would make much more of a difference than it actually did, but
I think after adding a chip, it will be 7.7000001. I guess it didn't improve because it just added an extra chip and then it did nothing. If it was like a crunch thing, I think an extra 0.1 or 0.2 would have been a thing. Almost close to an 8 if it was, but there wasn't actually any crunch. Even if I added the chip, it makes nothing. Well, of course, there's still some chips in there. There's a little bit of crunch, but
not enough for flavor to impact your overall total score of the
the
sandwich.
thing is, if you added the chips into a sandwich and then you made it, you can make it into, you can feel it, you can hear a crunch, then yeah, that would increase the score a little. But there wasn't actually any crunch at all. Even adding the chip in there, it just kind of raised it up just by millimeter. That's all. It just doesn't really make the difference because it's just really a regular sandwich, but you just don't have the chip chips. Nothing we can really consider. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. Normal show we 7-7.
So we pretty much have similar scores. You know, it's kind of like, late 7s, early 8s. Again, I used to have a bad opinion about KFC. That kind of changed my opinion. I've had a bad opinion about Subway. This has changed my opinion. So who knows what other places we have in the future that my opinion will be changing on. It's always interesting to see.
Yep.
Other than that, though, I think we've covered more than we've had. I think this is our longest video yet.
Almost, yeah.
Posting 30 minutes, and I guess that's about it, isn't it?
Before we end things off, I did want to say something. Like I said, there is a October surprise at the end of it before the Halloween, and at the end of this year in 2025, we're gonna revisit back all the places we've done, starting in June. That's when we first started our channel, all the way to as of now, all the way to the end of somewhere between December. So by all means, before let me just calculate when would that be. So I'm just really double checking something. Okay, I'm not on my phone every day. I just want to double check something. On the week starting on December 21st to December 31st, we're gonna be doing a year-end 2025 special, recapping with all the foods we've done from the channel. I think we'll probably have to go through every single one. So we might have to go through various places and pick up some stuff, and then we'll try it out all at once. Maybe in 2 separate videos. I think in part 1 we're gonna do from the first one through the 7th video, and then on part 2 we're gonna do the second half of it. So we will compare through every single one, and we will rank based on which one is the 2025 best winner of the fast food place. Now, however, because Eastside Mario's is a restaurant, we don't have particular ideas. We don't have a spectacular idea how we're going to be able to do that one because it is a restaurant. And secondly, if we were supposed to order one dish from Eastside Mario's, this is going to be the tough one, mainly because we both have to decide on what we're going to do with it. So, do we include Eastside Mario's as a choice? You'll have to let us know in the comments to see if
Can't be a deal like that, though. All you can eat.
Well, we're not going to do the all you can eat. It should just be one pasta dish, and then that's what we're going to do. Because the problem is, it is the one we did on episode 4. It isn't all you can eat, but the second part is for us to actually include that into the year-end special. We need to negotiate and figure some solutions on how we can be able to do it. And secondly, if we should include restaurants like maybe in the future we might do St. Louis Bar and Grill or even Boston Pizza. How are we going to be able to incorporate those into the list for let's say we're doing in 2026, and at the end of 2026 we have to put them in the list. So so like I said, let us know in the comments, and we will have to see if you guys want us to do Eastside Mario's included or not, because even though that it is a restaurant style, we may have to think about a strategy on maybe just ordering one item, and then I know it's going to be a little bit pricey, but we'll check and see what the cheapest item there, and we'll probably order from it. And secondly, based on that, we also will have to choose a place. Well, we're not like in a restaurant or something, like not in a place or something, but we'll have to choose somewhere, maybe like in a park or somewhere, to try all of them at once. And be warned, we may experience some nature stuff, so that's going to be tough. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe if it's possible, because December is kind of cold, we may not do it outdoors. We may have to find a place that's kind of warm for us to choose to do it. Maybe like somewhere in a local mall or something, but like maybe in a less like busier place. So that's what we're gonna do. Well, we'll have to discuss with Kyle for that in the future, but
we'll get to the bottom of it, you know.
yeah. So we still have about 12 weeks to go before the end of the year, and we'll still have at least a couple more videos before the end of our year-end special. So we might do that, but come to think of it, this will be only our whatever decision we have today. And quiet. I'm just trying to alert that Pepsi machine to be quiet, but
There's much more to come in the future. We have a huge list of places for season 1, and
we're gonna mix things up a little bit for that. We are gonna incorporate season 2 videos also included. Maybe we can do a few this year, so we can leave some of season 1 for in 2026 to finish it off, because I just don't think that season 1 we want to finish all at once, and then season 2, because the thing is, if we decide to finish all season 1 and season 2, I may not be able to find a location that we can actually do. So my incorporated is whoever is going to show up in episode 10 next, or if there's a chance, we may actually do our first season 2 list on it, and we'll figure something out. So
we'll figure it out regardless.
Yeah.
But I think we've spent enough time on this video.
Maybe like 32 minutes already.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell. We have a lot more to come in the future, and
we have like a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Like,
dozens and dozens, and that's only for what we've planned so far. So time will tell.
We
what we're
won't
going to be
say
in
what the time is going to be, but
not the time, not the place.
If we decide to actually plan for a video per week, it's going to be a tough one, because we both have our busy schedules, and we will try and
keep up the consistency. And our apologies about the delay between.
It's not that we don't want to
7
do
and
it.
8.
It's not we don't want to do it, but it's just that all of us may sometimes have plans that we can't do. So apologies for all the viewers that were hoping we were going to get another video, but we're going to try as much as possible, like the possibility we can do for you guys to not having to wait for a longer video. So we'll have to be able for us to do it.
And thank you for getting us almost to 50 subscribers. We do plan on going live in the near future once we hit that mark. So there's much more to come. Other than that, we both want to thank you, and we will see you in the next one.
The next one, yes.
Yoshi out, Walker out.